Hello? I have no idea how to get, oh, there we go. Hi, Deb.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Good, Deb. I have no idea what I'm doing. How do I get Danielle's face off there and get the camera on?
Is there a little at the bottom in the left corner, like stop video or
Start video.
start video? Okay, because mine says stop. So,
Click it.
yep,
Wonderful.
you're on.
Amazing. I guess you can teach an old dog new tricks, huh?
Yes, you can.
Wow.
Hey, if I can learn it, anyone can learn it.
It's
I'm a
unbelievable.
real old dog.
It's absolutely pouring here again. This is crazy.
Oh, we had a lot of rain this morning. How's that? You guys have been so busy.
I just went out of my comfort zone and did my recognition without my better half here and explained it all. So I'm going to post it. What do I do? Just post it on Wellness Warriors?
Yeah. So you would do the way you would attach a picture, you would attach your video.
All right. Let's can you walk me through this?
Yeah. Hold on.
So I have my video.
All right. Let me do it as though I'm doing it too. Okay. So if you go to.
I'm on the phone. So what do I do now?
Oh, on the phone? Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on.
So just go attach to Facebook, right?
Yep. So if you go to your, okay, you have your phone. Oh, wait, hold on. How did I do it last time?
Posting to
Facebook. And then it should give you the option to do a messenger or send to a group. Or, hold on.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Great.
Jordan, we could do it later if you want. I mean,
No, actually, go to, you see that arrow?
yeah.
Okay, click on that.
Okay.
And then there's a plus sign,
Group. Hit group.
a camera. Yep, yeah, go into the group. Go into Wellness Warriors. And then once you're there, where you would normally put in text, you'll see that little arrow.
I have so much going on here. Where's Wellness Warriors?
Hold on, we'll bump it. Hold on. All right, I just sent a message to the group. So, okay, so it bumped you. So it should bump the message to more of your recent messages. Do you see that?
Yeah. All right, we'll try to figure it out later, all right?
Okay.
All right, so we're going to leave this up, open mic to anybody who wants to bring up anything or talk about anything. I don't really have an agenda. I didn't know I was going to do this until about half an hour ago. So I didn't have anything planned, but I could answer anybody's questions or anybody's concerns, or does anybody have anything they want to talk about? That, you know, we could all discuss as an open group. I'm not really sure what you guys want to do.
Actually, you know what? I would love to talk about something and see collectively what people are doing and maybe collectively what we can do as a team. I brought this up last week, but you know how, now with Customer First, we have, we sign everyone up as a customer and then they have to opt in as an associate. So one of the things that I was always able to leverage in my conversation was talking about staying active, placing 100 BV order so they can accumulate volume. That's been my conversation for the last 6 years. So now with Customer First, we don't have that same type of leverage. So my question is, and I know Lisa had touched on it on one of her calls before, where she opts them in right away as an associate. What are you guys doing? Are you putting them in as an associate and it creating more value around staying active and accumulate BV, but then they could potentially miss their crystal bonuses, their crystal dates? Or what is your conversation? Because
our conversation, to be 1,000% transparent and honest, is lacking in that same thing that you are. We have enrolled a lot of people as preferred clients and either forgot or just didn't follow up or just didn't go back and give them the opportunity to become an associate. I think it's a lot to do. And when we first started this business, I'm sure all of us have gone through this, you were sometimes a little bit apprehensive to try to get their social security number and to get them in there. And that question to me was always like, oh shit, here it comes. Why do I have to, I'm going to hear, why do I have to give you my social security number? And so there was a little bit of angst about that question. So now it's easy because you don't have to ask for that. Yeah. And then it gets difficult for the second conversation. So that's why I think Danielle and I are a little bit lax on that, is because I know I can't speak for her. I was a little bit apprehensive in asking for all that information. And now it's like a second phone call. But we definitely have to get better at that in the follow-up or in the initial conversation and say, hey, by the way, there's an opportunity. I don't know how to word it. You don't want to say you don't have to give me your social security number. We have to try to get the wording down and the verbiage down on how it benefits them from the beginning.
Yeah.
To get it down.
Because when we were, during my enrollment, or actually I would actually talk about accumulating BV in my orientation call.
Right.
And I would just do a little plug-in saying, there's no minimum order that you have to place. It's like shopping at Costco or Sam's Club. You go in, you buy whatever you want, you get wholesale pricing, no minimum order. However, there are extra benefits to you when you do place an order of 100 BV. And, you get to actually maximize all of the great things Isagenix has in place for you. So, I would be able to do that because we had that leverage, and then I could go back and say, oh my gosh, make sure you put in your 100 BV order. It was really good leverage. And then when we had the 3 for free shipping, that was also leverage. And so now it's like, I'm trying to figure out my conversation to still keep that leverage, but then not, like I have this lady that I signed up from UPW, and she just opted in herself as an associate. She watched the video, opted in. She's approaching her crystal manager date, but I have to go in and see how much volume she's created, because in some ways I feel like there's more value and leverage in accumulating volume than there is that first $250 bonus.
I agree with you. We have so many people on our team that have extraordinary volume that they don't even know. Mm-hmm. That's basically one of my jobs, is to go back in and dig and call people that have, there are people that have hundreds of thousands of volume in their tree. And I don't know if they don't know it, they don't care, but once you break it down from BV to dollars, then people start listening a little bit better. Because people that aren't involved on an everyday basis in Isagenix have no idea what BV means, or even if they do, they don't really know what it means. But once you start breaking it down, you have 100,000 BV divided by 600 equals, $22,000 available. Then people are like, oh, okay, now what? So we always break it down by dollars instead of BV.
Yeah, definitely. I
think you're right. I think the allure and the benefit of banking BV down the road comes out to be a lot better than pushing for the $250 bonus in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, because I think, let's say they miss their $250 bonus. We can talk about it. That's a part of our conversation with them. As we're servicing them, we can talk about it. But I think, after they see all of this volume accumulated and we let them know what that BV looks like in dollars, but then they go sprinting to Crystal Director, and now they just swooped up, $600 for rank advancement bonus, plus their $750 in district manager.
And whatever was in the bank. And whatever was in the bank.
And whatever was in the bank, and I think if we focus on not what they're missing, but focus on what they're getting, I feel like there's just more value in opting them in as an associate right away, not in the initial enrollment, but when we have them for that orientation call. I think if we just, give them a moment to stop and say, okay, this is where you'll go to opt in as an associate. You just finish putting in the rest of your information here. Or maybe when they say, if they're a 1, 2, or 3, we have them go to that next step. There's just more leverage and value.
As welcome everybody that came on after I started. Like I said to everybody when we started, I was not prepared for this. I didn't know I was getting into this. So we're going to have an open Q&A, whatever you guys want to talk about. Hopefully I can answer or somebody else can answer. So we're going to just try to keep it no agenda, just whatever you guys want to talk about. Jordan, as you know, Danielle and I, and everybody knows that it's been freaking chaos down here for weeks. And unfortunately, the last thing that Danielle and I, well, there's two things, unfortunately and fortunately. Unfortunately, the last thing that Danielle and I have focused on down here is our business. Fortunately, we built a business for 5.5, 6 years that we didn't really have to focus and we still made money. So that's a great story. And that's what Danielle and April did a webinar on. And that's what I think Danielle's going to do like a weekly series on, is the fact that even though we didn't have power for a week and a half, and we weren't here for a week and a half, and all hell broke loose down here, and we've been volunteering our butts off and not concentrating on our business. Every Monday, ding, we got paid. Every Monday, ding, we got paid. And it didn't go down. And we have friends that are yoga teachers, that are Pilates teachers, that own studios, that are waitresses, that didn't get a nickel for 13 days and were dying. They were freaking dying. So that's the benefit of what we do. And that's the benefit of kicking your butt and building your business as fast, not as fast, but as sturdy and as strong as you can for times like this. Hopefully it'll never happen to anybody, but you have the leverage and you have the security that you have somebody like Jordan, you have somebody like Debbie, you have somebody like Laura Mutz that are all over the country. As Lisa said, you're building. Tracy and Andy are in the UK. I mean, we were getting BV from all over the world, and we weren't working. Somebody's got to mute themselves, please. And we weren't working, and we were still benefiting from the business that we built for 5.5 years. So, it's a great message for everybody to use, and you could use me and April and Danielle and everybody that got paid down here for the time that we didn't work. But my point is, after my rant, is that obviously Danielle and I have to get back into the swing and back into a routine and back into a system. And I think we need a conference with leaders like Jordan and Laura and Debbie and whomever is on our team that wants to get involved on, all right, what's next? Because this is the busy time. This could be the busy time. There's stuff coming out that everybody went to these Super Saturdays and saying there's new things coming out for Isogenics, which I haven't plugged in and I don't know. So what's next? How do we build it? How do we push it? So maybe next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when our calendar is all set, we'll call meetings and call conference calls and call Zooms to try to figure out, yes, your question, Jordan, how do we maximize people to become associates and get what they need and build a business like we did? Or anybody else have any other concern or question that we can go over and hopefully settle?
Hey guys, I had an idea.
Who's this?
Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Hey, sorry, I'm in a camper at NASCAR in Dover.
Trying to figure out where you were.
I just got out of the walk-in, paid $6 for a shower over there. I got a hot shower. Anyway, I'll toss this idea. I don't know if you guys, what you think of it. Well, Jim Coover always says, if you want to, if you're slow in your business or you're, questioning or just in a slump, whatever it is. And some of you guys might not be. When's the last time we all did a 9-day schedule of the cleanse? Like, you know, obviously it's a 30-day system, but I'm talking about just the schedule, the 9-day schedule. I know I need it, not just a 2-day cleanse, but I'm going to personally, probably this coming Wednesday, start the 9-day schedule. And I was thinking that maybe we could just promote this, especially with associates that are already, you know, in the business. Because there's nothing like doing a 9-day program all out and coming through it, and your belief goes up, your body feels better. Maybe we can get people to get items in their cart that they, you know, we'll say this is what you need for it. I was thinking of doing that with my team, just because I know I'm going to do it. So I thought I'd just toss that out there.
That's a great idea. I think it's a fantastic idea. I think it's Wednesday's a little too early. If people need to order, they'll never get it by Wednesday. So maybe we push it back to the Wednesday after or Monday after or something like that. I think it's a great idea, but you also have to have the timing of who's going to order and what they need. And, you know, it's not going to come in 24 hours. Perfect.
Yep. There's just the idea of it. So yeah.
100%.
Monday, whatever that Monday is in October.
Yeah. I think we need a team bonding, get together, all in. This is who we are. This is what we're doing. You know, support everywhere. I mean, you know, you're going to get support from everybody if you start this. You know, for me, it's a little too much support with all these things, all these.
That's fine. It's just whoever wants to jump on board, you know, like whoever feels like, yeah, you know, I came through the summer. I was going to do a 30-day, but didn't quite get on the 30-day. But the 9-day schedule, not the program. We're going to use our products. We're going to get, you know, we're not going to order the 9-day program.
Right.
Urge that. It's just the schedule. You know, just jumpstart this thing, and let's just get revved up.
Okay, so when are you out of NASCAR?
Monday.
Okay, do you want to put something together for our team and say Tuesday at whatever 8:30 p.m. we're going to have a meeting on how we move the whole team.
Hello.
It doesn't matter what side you're on, who you're under.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a fluke.
Absolutely, Mark.
Okay.
Over to get my calendar out of my bag.
I did another one.
Carrie, I think you need to mute Carrie. Somebody needs to mute.
Can you mute her?
I have no idea how to do it. So.
Press mute.
I can mute me. I don't know how to mute anybody else.
So what I did is I went and reset it.
But Laura,
Yeah.
I love that idea. And anytime I feel like my business is slowing down, I always try and either do something to give it a shake up. And something that I did when I recommitted to my business 2.5 years ago was I found something that I could get extremely excited about. And at that time, Sarah, I think I was telling you this story at Celebration Coffee. Yeah, it was the coffee, and it was Healthy Mind and Body. And I think, like, you know, if everyone found something that they could just rally around, and I love the idea of the 9-day, the 9-day schedule. That's just it's a reset that I think all of us could, you know, really benefit from, and everything like that. But I love the idea behind it, because, you know, when we're using the products consistently and putting them in our bodies, it changes. Like, I can tell when my business is slow, it's because I'm not consistent with my product. And then when I am consistent with my product, I talk about the products, and and you can actually see the pattern in my Facebook feed, on my news feed. Kids. Oh, it's been a while since I used my products consistently. And then you can really see which products I use consistently, because I talk about them all the time. So I love that you brought that up, Laura.
And I think that the word that you just used a lot is lacking in a lot of us, especially me and Danielle, is consistency. Because we are not, I'll speak for me, she's not going to want me to speak for her, but I'll speak for me. We're not consistent on promoting something or getting the team together, or, you know, we try something and then we try something else, and then there's a better idea, and then there's somebody else, Alexis Romano has this and Lisa has this. And so I think for us, the meeting between Danielle and I has to be a lot about consistency, and a lot about doing this more as a concentrated business. Even though there's a billion distractions that could happen to everybody. You still have to be consistent on a call. Like, Heidi's got this, call on Sunday nights. She's consistent. If she can't do it, there's got to be more, in my opinion, there's got to be more consistency in Danielle and my leadership. That's the word I'm looking for. More consistency in the leadership, so we can get duplication. Because obviously, I've heard it for 6 years that the key to this business is duplication. And if you're not consistent, you're not going to have your team duplicated. If you're all over the place, your team's going to be all over the place. And we are successful, but I think there's another level for Danielle and I once we get that consistency piece in. And it's for me, it's a problem because I'm not consistent in anything, any aspect, any part of my life. She's a little bit less than me, but she's better. But there's got to be in business, there has to be some consistency. And especially this with duplication, the way everybody runs their teams, just to have everybody do the same thing. So I love Laura's idea about everybody being on board, consistent one day. We could do it every month. We could do it whatever. We could do it every 2 months, but there has to be some kind of consistency in what we do, in my opinion.
Okay, I agree 100%, Mark. And I think we all, it's so funny because I think that you and Danielle are so consistent. So it's funny.
Yeah.
No way.
Well, from this, on this side of the picture, you guys are super consistent. So just so you know, what we're receiving.
Thank you. So when it goes to the next level, then you'll see that I was right. Let's put it that way.
All right. So I pulled up the 9-day schedule, and you do 2 pre-cleanse days, especially for those people who haven't really been consistent, because you don't want to just jump into a 2-day back-to-back cleanse.
Right.
Like, be totally shocked. Anyway, if we start on Monday, the 16th of October, so you pre-cleanse over the weekend, or 2 shakes a meal, 2 snacks. And then Monday and Tuesday would be cleanse days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday would be shake days. And then Monday and Tuesday again would be cleanse days. I think that's a great schedule because you're not cleansing on the weekend, whatever. But
That is a great schedule. That's a great schedule because my daughter's wedding is the 28th, and Danielle's going to want to cleanse before the wedding. So that's perfect.
Coming right, you finish on the 20 through the 24th. So
wonderful. Can't be any better than that.
And if people need to modify that just for their work schedules, we can work with them to just, adjust if they don't want to cleanse during work, whatever. But let's just shoot the 16th of October. Is that good, guys?
Yes.
Monday? Okay, I'll take charge of putting together a Zoom call. What, next Tuesday night you want to do it?
Tuesday is a non-hockey night for me, so I'll be around. Danielle will be around.
Right before, maybe 8:30, right before our 10 to the top call.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Does Danielle and April have their webinar at 8:30? I think.
Let me get back to you when she gets home. Let's get back to her.
Unless we could do it at 8, because it doesn't have to be a long call to Zoom about this. It could be 15.
Let me get back to you when she gets home because I don't have her calendar or schedule.
You can just let me know. So then we'll schedule a Zoom call for hopefully Tuesday and tell me the time, and then we'll launch it because if anybody needs to order anything, they can go ahead and order and have it, by Monday, the next Monday.
Right. What are we going to call it? Like team bond? Like team? We need the word team bonding, team unity, some kind of thing that we get people from everywhere involved in what we're doing. In our team from all different.
Okay,
parts.
so we'll put our.
We could think about that. We don't have to think about it right this minute, but we need the word unity. Cooperation, team, all kinds of things, involved.
Community reset?
I was going to say reset.
Community reset?
Could be, or team reset, or
Charge.
Do you guys want, when we hang up with this call, for me to just post the fact that we're going to have this idea on our Wellness Warriors page? We talked about it, and there's going to be more information to come just to plant the seed, or just wait? Yeah,
sure. See if anybody has any, I don't want to get 5 million different opinions, but yeah, maybe somebody.
Well, just even the idea, and we can team reset is fine for me, and I can just put a little blurb about. Again, I really want to reiterate how Jim Coover always says this at all of our gatherings or celebration, and I've heard him say it a number of times. When you're in a slump, do a 9-day schedule. So I'm going to use that because he's leader of our company, and then just put a little blurb in, and then who's on board. More information to come. We're starting on the 16th.
I like that. How about like a business and body reset?
Perfect. Team.
And,
what is-
and something,
Business and body reset? Or in my
Team
case,
is-
mind reset.
How about a team B&B, business and body?
Team B&B, I love that.
You have Airbnb and this B&B, well, team B&B, business and body in parentheses reset. Is that good?
Perfect.
I love that.
I'll make
and
up
something about, this is a clue.
Yeah.
Let me
I
write
love
that
that.
down, Miss Debbie. That was brilliant. Get a pencil. I got
Anybody else have any other subjects? they wanna talk
I
about?
do.
I do.
Oh, okay. Which Debbie?
You're up.
Go ahead, Debbie.
Okay, so everything that I'm hearing today, like your consistency, I feel like I'm looking in the mirror because that, Jordan, that thing that you're talking about, like customer and I love the idea that you actually bring that in, because when you offer it to them in the beginning, like I just talk about the two options and they always say, I'll take the coupons, because they don't know. But the other thing is, when we were going into the UK, I know Lisa was having like Zoom calls, and I'm not saying we need to copy Lisa, but for people that were coming in before they were in or before the thing. And so with us going into Ireland, well, I actually have 3 people going to the Dublin event, and I just thought, is there any way that we could have something where they could get a feel for the community on this side, knowing their support all over before they actually go there? So it just is a little more, I don't know, gives
So
them.
I love that idea, and Danielle and I will reach out to Lisa. Maybe she has something in the
Okay.
works or thinking about it.
Mhm.
You want Lisa or Lynn or somebody like that. We
Yeah.
want to tap into their call or their ideas. So
Mhm.
that's definitely something we'll reach out to today or over the weekend and see
Okay.
what they have. Because Colin is
Right.
at the bit. I mean, he can't. I mean, he promised me 4 years ago that this is what he's waiting for. So the rubber's going to hit the road pretty soon. So,
Right.
yeah,
What about
Yeah,
the Team UK thread on WhatsApp? I think that was really powerful that Lisa created. I just have it on my phone. The Team UK.
Oh, yeah.
That I didn't really participate much because I didn't have anybody at the time in the UK, but I thought that was really powerful. It just created a whole lot of unity, especially since everybody's all over the place and geographically. So I don't know.
Mhm.
That's an easy thing to do
Okay.
for Ireland and Netherlands.
yeah, I'll put that on the list, and I'll get in touch with Lisa or Lynn or one of us will.
Yeah, and she might want them just added into that group, since it is like all in the, but I don't want to.
Okay, we'll get back to you definitely on that, Deb.
All right, thank you.
All right, Deborah, you're up.
Okay, I don't want to take it up any more time than necessary, but this kind of segues off of the new promotion for the holiday parties and
Mhm.
sample. And I have an opportunity to present at a table, have a table. It's kind of a bazaar, a holiday bazaar. And you rent the table. The donation from that goes to a charity that they've selected. But I've never done anything like that before, and I didn't know if anyone else had had any experience or has any ideas as far as possibly how to. I want to some more support charity, but I also want to be able to draw in some prospects, because it'll be both club members and people from outside the club that are open to participating or coming and shopping because a lot of different vendors are there, and sometimes they'll offer like a drawing or you can sell things there. So I was thinking about providing maybe even like a little sample.
Yeah. So Deborah, what's the main question you want to answer? Because I've done many. I'm sure Jordan has done many. So
I've
what's
done many.
the real question?
What I guess I'm just looking for tips or ideas how to make that the most effective use of my time, what has worked, what has not worked. And I did post it on the Isogenics business, but it's just, it's different than anything I've done before.
Right.
But
Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah. Okay. So I think anytime you have a vendor show or you have a setup, the most important thing is to know what your intention is. Is your intention to create leads? Is your intentions to sell product? Based on that, you know, typically when you do an event like this, your goal is to collect leads, make relationships, take notes on people that you're talking to, and then have a raffle. Have a raffle where you're getting people's information. That's the best thing to do. If you want to have some cash and carry items, you can, but just go into the event knowing what your intention is, and based on your intention, you'll know exactly what to do. So if you wanted to do some samples that they can buy, make sure you're getting their information. You know, fill in your information, take home a little sample.
This is what we did at our last event.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Okay. Yeah, let me take a picture.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
And then
So you get your names and contacts. Yeah, my idea.
Give them yours, take theirs. It's a lot more effective when you take theirs.
Okay. So even like if I have sample packs, don't put my information on there?
No, yes, put your information on it, but get theirs. Say,
okay, I see.
Jordan said, put your name down here for a raffle. You're going to win. You can win a box of shakes worth $40 or whatever you want to raffle off.
like an if then, if you give me yours, I'll give you mine. So
Yeah, also
this sip and sample, it sounded like they've got a catalog that they're developing and will have certain product offers. Is that correct?
I can't answer that. I don't know the answer.
yeah, that's coming up
October
really soon. The
or
4th, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll have a better idea too as far as a raffle idea for that because it's not until November, so it gives me some time to plan.
You could also make up your own basket of you know, vanilla shakes, chocolate shakes, ice and delights, you know, certain things that people can just grab and you know, e-shots or knock shots or something like that. That's easy. Like instead, you know, you're not going to give somebody one thing of Ionics because one thing of Ionics is not going to do anything.
Right.
Two e-shots or 3 ice and delights or a couple of shake packages. Put it up in a nice basket and raffle off that.
And Deborah, what I always do is I stand in front of my table. I never stand behind it. I get equal with them. And then if they're asking questions, I always ask them. I just say, are you on Facebook? I connect with them there. I say, do you want to be in my group? I'll be glad to do that. I take all their information before I do that. And then I also ask them for their phone number and when is a good time I can follow up. That's what I do. So, and, you know, I might have like, you know, I cut up the ice of delights in quarters and put them in little things and they taste that or, you know, whatever. I don't get too big on, you know, giving a lot to taste just because it's not the place. And sometimes they are looking to buy something, but that's not all. If I don't have that, I just say, this is what I have to offer. I would be glad to give you more information.
Okay. Yeah. So the main thing is just try and actually capture some of those follow-up opportunities.
The key would be 100% in the follow-up.
I'm also curious, I thought about, but I want to be careful about how much I invest up front too, but I was thinking about maybe sample pack, the little shaker cup with all the samples in it, that has a variety of things.
Sure.
And maybe offering that for sale and then saying I'm going to provide part of the proceeds towards another additional piece towards the charity. I don't know if that's over the top or.
Well, there's a million things. You can get creative, but don't go crazy in investing a lot of money into giving things away.
Yeah.
I don't suggest that.
No, I was going to sell that and then.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. I think you can get those for what? Are they $5 or $10? I forget.
Okay. So anybody else have any other subjects they want to speak about? Jordan does.
Sorry. And I'm supposed to be packing right now, but I love these calls so much. Something that I've been wanting to post on our team thread, and I just have not had a chance to. So we had a leadership call with Lisa on Monday. And because we were talking about consistency today, I thought this would be great to share on today's call. If you guys want to write this down, one of my concerns that I have right now, we're in the process of moving, house hunting. Life is really, really chaotic right now. And so, I was saying how I'm finding it really hard to create little pockets of time to work my business. And so Lisa was saying, she's like, in the midst of chaos, figure out how much time you can devote that day. Is it 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? And during that time, you're going to be more productive than if you have the entire day, which is so true. So if you guys, if you can relate to me right now and finding it, a little bit hard to figure out that consistent time or how much you can devote to it. But this was something else that was shared. There were two different schedules that I really loved, and you can figure out which one works best for you. So someone had mentioned a theme a day. So let's say Mondays are your prospecting days. You get out there and you prospect. Tuesdays, Team Tuesday. You connect with your team. You work with your team on Tuesdays. Wednesdays are your follow-up days. Follow up with your customers, follow up with your new associates. Thursdays are external days. You get out there, you do life, you meet people, you add people to your pipeline, you add people to real Facebook, Real People, Real Results. Fridays, Freedom Friday. It's your personal fun day. You're out doing what you love, but you're talking about, how you have the freedom to do the things that you enjoy doing. Saturday, kind of like a day off. And then Sunday is your planning day, family day. Figure out what you're going to do for the week. Figure out who you're going to reach out to the week, that following week. So I love theme days. My brain comprehends theme days. But then Lisa had also shared something else, and I kind of do a theme day, but I tend to follow this guideline a little bit more. So Kathy Savage hired Barbara Corcoran as a business mentor.
Wow.
And if you don't know who Barb is, she is one of the sharks from Shark Tank. So, hey, I'm following this, and I love this, and I kind of tend to do this naturally anyway. So what she said was, you start your week, so Mondays, no prospecting calls on Mondays. You use this time to regroup from the weekend, catch up on emails, catch up on, what you need to catch up on so you can start your week mentally clear, focused, and ready to dive in. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are your call heavy days. These are the days that you are reaching out, you're calling your prospects, you're filling your pipeline. These are going to, the middle part of the week is your heavy business activity, income producing activity. Friday, you spend time just kind of cleaning up before the weekend. Tie up any kind of loose ends that you may have. Do, some light work, but your heavy days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. She didn't say anything about Saturday or Sundays. But I really like that idea. And I tend to use Mondays as my catch-all day and just kind of regroup from the weekend. And so I tend to lean towards that. But I think this is a great, you can definitely marry the two together. Monday follow-up day, Tuesday, and, take that heavy workload days and, give it a little theme for the day. And I think if you can do that and you have that written out, I think mentally it just clears so much up in your mind space, and it can help get real, you're really clear and focused on just what activity to do on those days. And then you can almost give yourself a job description, oh, this is my Team Tuesday, so this is my job description on Team Tuesday. And I think for duplication, I think that could really duplicate in the team. Yeah. And, and it creates
that was one of the better, in my opinion, that was one of the better calls with great advice and great content. Great content.
So applicable. Yeah.
We started that right away. And I also love what she said to you when she said, if you feel overwhelmed, stop. Don't go in 100 more different directions. Take a time out, regroup. You don't have, you get less productive if you try to jam everything in when you're not focused. So take a time out, take a break, and then come back. I mean, she said it to you, right?
She said that. Yeah, she did. She did. I took that one to heart. So I thought that was really, really good to share. Gives us a little mental freedom too on our Friday.
Well, I found out a great place to prospect yesterday. I went into Barnes and Noble and I was kind of checking out books, and we get a lot of people that are looking at the Whole30 and keto and all that, the paleo. So I was hanging around that section, and lo and behold, I ran into a couple of other people. They're still out there searching. I got a couple of new prospects there.
Awesome.
Nice.
I thought I need to go hang out here more, actually, like I'm shopping for books.
Yeah, find the easy. Find the easy. And Laura, I love the conversation that you started with how to add people to Facebook and opening up your network. And, it's actually something that I've been really focusing on, because I feel like I've been preaching to the same choir for a long time.
Right. And it's so powerful that who do you know in Facebook, because they're already pre-chosen, like they're in your network already, kind of, just not in your friends group. And so I thought there's so many new people on our Wellness Warriors thread. Some of us might already know about this, but I was shocked that I had 40 new people just in September. That's why I was like, whoa. Okay.
That's so awesome. That's awesome.
So just to keep, just these ideas, that we come across.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yours was too, like we have so many networks we don't realize we're in, especially again for the new people that are just getting into this. We have our perspective is a little bigger, but the new people are still kind of in their little, life box.
And you have the NASCAR community.
Oh my gosh. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people around.
No kidding. Do you come to MIS?
No, we only come to Dover, from New Jersey, because it's close with the RV. So
nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think Mark is on the other line, so I can help wrap up. Does anyone have any other questions or anything that they want to talk about?
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I was just saying, I noticed you were on the call, so I was going to help wrap up. But
I'm good. I think Laura's idea was great. I think your recap of Lisa's call is fantastic. Debbie's idea was great. I mean, everybody's, I think it was a really good call. Really, really good call.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
Happy my schedule was allowed me to be here today.
Yes. When's the race? Tomorrow or Sunday?
Well, we have a truck race tonight. The amateurs are tomorrow, and then the big race is on Sunday.
Okay. Good luck.
So awesome.
You're gonna need a cleanse after all the partying, right?
Sunday. That's why. And I'm going to be moving also, Jordan, next week. So I'm going to be but that following Monday, I'll definitely need something.
Definitely need a reset.
I'm working on the image right now, guys, for the Wellness for the Reset. So I'll probably have it in the next 5 minutes on Wellness Warrior page.
Wow.
Wonderful. And I'm going to try. I did a recognition video that I have no idea how to get onto Wellness Warriors, but I will do my best to figure it out.
Hey, April will tell you, go on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't want to call April. I call April for everything, and I'm trying to do it on my own.
Well, I'm going to shout out to Carrie. I think she's still on the line maybe. She's came out of New Jersey Super Saturday, and she's new pretty much with us. And she got double PIBs and earned her Team Builders Club. And hit consultant not too long ago, and she's just a girl on fire. So
Carrie, when I do my recognition for the team, you're not on there because there's only a certain amount of levels down from Danielle and I that I could see. So I don't see your level, but congratulations. And I'm so excited for you. And I can't amend the video because I have no idea how to do that, but I'm giving you the shout out now in front of 8 of us. And we'll put the shout out in next week when we do another recognition video.
We can comment too. I can put in comments too.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Thank you, Laura. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody.
You too. Thank you, Mark.
Bye.
Guys.